Hello everyone, Tinker Lori here from Craftbox Steam Shop. It is a spring day and we are ready to do the spring painting of our 4-part seasons painting. Let's go ahead and get started. Everyone, let's get started with our spring painting. We have 4 colors, white, brown, green, and red. We have some water, 2 sizes of paint brushes, and a new item which is just stirring stick, because pretty much everything in this canvas is a mixture of the colors that we have, so we'll be doing some blending with that stick. You'll notice that the spring is the top left of our 4-part canvas, so in the bottom right we'll use our fingers to trace the wooden part of the tree. Once that's done, I'll grab my sponge brush, a little bit of water and white paint, and just prepare the canvas so things blend and mix in nicely. Just a little bit of white and water all through the entire front and sides of the canvas. The background of this canvas is a nice cheery springtime green. So we'll take a good portion of white and then just a little drop of green. You'll notice that whenever we're mixing the white with the other 2 colors that we have today, we need primarily white and just a drop of green. So I'm mixing through a nice pale color of green for my background, and then coating the entire back of the canvas with this nice light spring color. You'll notice I didn't worry about going over my pencil lines. You can still see through those so that you can draw your wooden part of your tree when you're ready. A nice light background is what I'm going for, just a little bit of paint. Once we get to the actual leaves and buds of the tree and the bark, we might use a little heavier paint for some texture, but right now it's just a nice smooth coating. As always, if you're not sure if your canvas will go in a frame, make sure you paint the sides of your painting as well. Next, I'm grabbing my smaller brush and loading it up with some nice dark brown paint to make the part of the tree that is brown, of course, the branches. When you're making your branches, don't be afraid to load up the brush and make the paint different textures. It doesn't have to be one smooth finish like we did the background, because we're trying to get that natural look of branches and twigs. The fun part of the springtime one is that we have at least 4 or 5 different colors that we're going to put in the part of the tree that's budding out and opening up for spring. We have a bit of white that I'm placing out between the red and the green, and then I go ahead and make a light pink with the first blob of white. Just put a little drop of red in there and mix it around. Then I'll make a little darker pink with more red in the second pile of white that I set aside, and then in the third pile of white I'm going to put just a drop of green to make a nice pale green. It's still going to be a little darker than the background so that it stands out, but it will be lighter than the unmixed green. If your branches had time to dry, you're ready to do the fun part where you take a finger or 2 and dot it from the pile of paint onto your canvas. I like to use the green to make an outline of where I'm going with the tree and then continue to fill it in. Don't be concerned if you pick up a little bit of brown on your finger, because that'll be a nice natural look to it. You just don't want to get too many mixes of colors mixed together so that it kind of is too muted. You want nice individual dots of color. So you can see in the springtime one, we literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different colors that we're going to alternate between and dot. Just a little bit of the white, a lot of the 2 shades of greens, and then the 3 shades of pink or red in different spots. I'm going to keep going until I'm happy with it, and I'll make sure that at least a couple of little dots go over top of the branches so that it doesn't look like just a branch and leaves not connected. And then when it's all filled up, we're done. Everyone, I sure hope you're enjoying the season paintings. The spring one has a lot of color mixing, so that's kind of fun. And I really like the idea that we use green for the background. So many times we just think white or blue is what we have to do, but it looks really festive next to the kind of orangey background that we used for fall and the blue that we'll use for the other 2 seasons. Thank you and stay safe. Bye.